can people still access twitch.tv from Korea, or is the site gonna be permanently blocked? Like if I go to pornhub.com in my browser, I'll get a government official page saying this site is blocked by the government.
Twitch Korea ending operations on February.
Wait, I didn't see Asmon's thing.
Wait, what? Let me read this. Today we have very regrettable news after several years of consideration.
You know what? This is even better, this clip. I was trying to look for this link.
An effort to find a way to continue operating in Korea, Twitch has decided to end its operations in Korea.
I just want to fill in the YouTube frogs.
Korea is prohibitively high. We can't adjust to maximum.
And my future
quality.
plans. This might be a long video.
We are scheduled to end, after which time Korean viewers are no longer able to purchase Twitch's paid products, and streamers will no longer be able to generate revenue.
They'll lose partnership as well.
Twitch. Wow. Holy shit. That's crazy. Well, like, what happens if somebody in Korea wants to stream on Twitch anyway?
That we don't know yet.
Monsters. I tell you.
What the? I think Asmin knows more, or OTK probably knows more about the KR streamers than I do. Yeah, okay. All right. Hopefully it's not demonetized. All right, we're gonna go watch S-Fan react to Twitch CEO.
Twitch Korea is shutting down.
I'm not gonna watch the whole 50 minutes.
Good evening.
So what happened was yesterday around like 10 a.m. or something like that. Twitch tweeted about this and streamed this twice. One with a translator, and then this is the follow-up for the Western audience.
And thank you for being here. For those who don't know me, I'm Dan Clancy. I
love his name. It's so hot.
I think many of you know we made an announcement today about Korea. I went on the stream earlier in Korean where we had translators. This is a stream.
Dude, the chat was mad, dude. If you read the chat, there were like, you know, middle fingers.
Designed for the English.
But it's not really
audience.
Twitch's fault.
If any of the Korean audience was not able to make it, we're not doing the translation in this stream.
Yeah, they did it before.
So let me first of all take a moment to explain why we're here. I wanted to go ahead and explain the announcement that we made this morning. To be clear, this was a very difficult decision. It's something that we have put off for some time. We've looked at a variety of other options. It is a very difficult.
Okay, so there are already questions in my chat about this. So I'll explain step by step. So what measures did they take in the last 3 years? What are the measures they're talking about? So if you live in Korea and you go to twitch.tv in your browser, you cannot watch streams in 1080p in 2023. Not only that, you cannot watch clips from Korean IP, and you cannot watch VODs from Twitch. Why did they take that measure? To lower bandwidth. Why are they taking things away from streamers, like especially KR streamers? Well, this applies to KR streamers, right? When you're trying to make them, you should help them to grow, because the market, the Korean audience is growing in Twitch. It's kind of funny. It's like, what is the word I'm looking for? The growth is actually hurting the site. When, let's say, I make a website or an app that increases your cock size, right? And it's effective and it grows, my revenue should grow with it, right? Like, for example, my stream. Let's say my stream tomorrow is like 20,000 concurrent viewers. Then I'll get more ad revenue, right? Or more primes. So it's growing, but they're losing money. That is the problem. Twitch viewership in Korea is going up, but they're taking services away and not helping the streamers grow because they want them to shrink. Why? Because the Korean government, alongside with the three major ISP telecoms, right? KT, SKT, and U, whatever the friggin' U Plus or whatever, they're pretty much charging foreign companies more for the bandwidth. Let's say you own a house, right? Or an apartment, and they turned off the heating. They turned off the heating for winter. So they thought the Korean viewers would leave Twitch. They made a 720p. They can't watch clips. They can't watch VODs. So they thought Korean streamers as well as viewers would flee, go elsewhere. However, I don't think Twitch did a good research about Koreans. If you take the heat away, we just bundle up together and we just endure. Huddle mentality. You take the heat away for winter, man. You turn off the heater, man. We just gonna get a blanket. Okay? Like I showed you guys the common meme, the common joke in Korea. Like you turn it 720p. A bunch of your friends used to watch Twitch. You watch like, Lilka or Daju. You're like, oh, 720p. How do we get used to 720p? The meme is like, oh, Get a VPN. No, not VPN. That's what the rich Western audience would say. Go get a VPN sponsorship. Go download a VPN. The common Korean folks, they just get used to it by taking the glasses off. Okay, it looks all the same. They get used to it, right? They get used to the no heat. So it was ineffective. Okay.
Communities and the value that they offer, and many of them support themselves through Twitch, and then even more of them find community.
What the heck
I
is
know,
that?
Joe.
So it's a very difficult decision, and I'll try and explain why we made it. First of all, in terms of getting to the announcement, as we mentioned in the blog, we announced today that we have decided to shut down the Twitch business in Korea as of February 27th,
man.
year.
2024.
So I realize this is very disappointing news for the Korean creators and the Korean audience.
This
as Twitch is an
was
important
out of the
part
blue,
their
chat. Like I
lives.
said, out of the blue.
Many
Like
of
at
them
most,
invested
they got like a 30-minute warning.
A great deal
Like
of
the
time
top
creating
KR streamers
activities on
that
Twitch.
have a Korean audience, massive Korean
And
audience.
so this
They maybe
is
got like a
obviously
30-minute warning.
Disappointing. I don't want to talk about why we're doing, but also what we can do to help support you in this transition. So ultimately, the reason for doing this is because the cost
Money.
to operate Twitch in Korea is prohibitively expensive.
It's
We spent a
Yeah.
significant effort working to reduce
Unsustainable.
these costs. The costs that dominate are the network usage fees.
okay.
Korea operates differently than the other markets that we operate
Yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of the relationship.
Yeah, our laws suck. If viewership is growing, if Twitch Korea is growing, wouldn't they want to like, take that to the moon? They're doing the opposite. Why? Because the more viewership means more bandwidth. And you have to pay for the bandwidth with the new laws in Korea. So as I said earlier, or I even told you guys this last year, some of the startups are scared to be, they're scared to start up, like the Geniuses and KR. If it goes viral, guess who has to pay for the bandwidth? That guy. So that's why they're like, they have to scramble to get sponsors, if they even get sponsors, or ad revenue, if the ad revenue even is sustainable versus how much bandwidth they're getting. If like their app that increases your cock size by 2 inches with the daily exercise it recommends and is effective and it goes viral, is getting a lot of bandwidth, right? A lot of traffic. It comes to a point, if they cannot get like sponsors and stuff like that, they're at a point where they have to sell it to the big corpus. Blocks people from doing startup or coming up with great ideas. So that's what's happening with like Twitch KR. Twitch KR, they're getting a lot of bandwidth, usage, a lot of viewers, a lot of chatters, a lot of Coomers and all that stuff. But then the more bandwidth means more they got to pay. Okay.
Providers and what we need to pay for them to deliver the bits that we are serving to the end users. The end result is that it's over 10 times more expensive to operate in Korea in terms of the network usage fees. As I said, we've been looking for ways to solve this problem.
So once they made this announcement, it got headlines, right? It made news in every major news outlet covered this for once in a timely fashion for once. It was getting high. It was trending, it's viral. And today, 24 hours after this, the three major, the telecoms, they're saying that Twitch is like over exaggerating or is BS. Some of them are saying that if there is high bandwidth, they should pay for the bandwidth. So I don't think they're gonna really budge. A lot of people would think that, why don't they just charge them something, but not charge them so much that they leave, that they flee, right? Just charge them and then make money off of them. But I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. Do they have like a shady deal with Naver? Because Naver is also making a new gaming streaming a streaming platform called Chijijik, which is a sound of static electricity. And they're starting their beta testing this month, I think. So I don't know if Naver is like paying off the telecoms. I don't know. I don't know what kind of things going on in politics, okay? But all I know is the telecoms are saying to the news agencies that, Twitch is BSing and that the fees, they should pay the fees, right? You use this much gasoline, pay for the gasoline is what they're saying. I don't know. That's kind of a terrible, it's kind of a terrible attitude, but I don't know.
Looked at it.
Maybe even if they could coexist with Twitch by charging them less. Maybe it doesn't outweigh the benefits of growing the domestic platforms like Africa TV or Naver, right? I don't know. I don't know. Only time will tell what happens. Are they going to lower the bandwidth cost to work along with Twitch, or make it so expensive to make them leave and then lose a business partner? And then are they gonna also outmuscle like YouTube as well as Netflix, which they have had a bad history with? They had a lawsuit with Netflix, which they settled for, which we don't know about.
And we did an experiment on this. This reduced some of the cost, but
it could be what they did with Uber. I don't really know much about that, but something maybe like that, yeah.
The cost of other countries.
Some people call that protectionism.
It could not.
I don't know.
We also adjusted source quality to
make their own YouTube like China. Yeah, it's like kind of like Bilibili. Naver could be like Bilibili. Africa TV is like,
fundamental problem,
something like that.
In Korea is because of the cost of delivery.
Like the thing is, like, China's doing it, but the thing is, Korea is not obviously China, right? I thought Korea was a democracy, but then porn isn't allowed in Korea, right? Now, this is weird, man. Like, what kind of democracy is this, man? I thought like Koreans love internet freedom, right? Like, why are we restricted internet, man? Like, bruh.
As Twitch grows, we actually lose more money in Korea.
Yeah, they do. I explained this.
When we say it's not profitable, we don't mean taking into account.
Like, let me tell you what I meant. Touch my ass in real life, that's fine. But you touch my internet, man. Internet is our fucking last stand. Like, Koreans and our internet, man, we're sensitive about internet, man. You don't want to take my freedom away in the internet, man.
Count any of our fixed cost of running the business in terms of
we live on the internet, man. Like, I know y'all do as well in the Western world. Obviously you guys live online, but Korea, man, we're glued to the internet, man.
We're just talking about the variable cost of running the service in Korea, and it creates a problem when, as you get increased usage, which is obviously what all of our creators want. They want us to invest in getting more viewers to enjoy Twitch. That in fact you lose more money as more people watch and enjoy Twitch.
Exactly. Yeah.
We've been operating in this way for quite some time.
Like, they want to invest into their streamers, right? Twitch, obviously, it helps the site grow, but they can't, and they don't want to for the Twitch KR because it costs so much.
That's when we started looking at how
it hurts so much
in a manner that is sustainable over time and responsible. And that's why we've been working and doing so many experiments.
They're going against what they want to do because of the ISP cost. I mean, the bandwidth cost.
We did not see that pathway. So let me go into some of the details. So on the 27th, the viewers in Korea will no longer be able to purchase Twitch products, and streamers will not be able to monetize through the Twitch products.
So if they have, like, for example, if you sign up to Twitch partnership through Twitch KR, then your Twitch partnership will be dead. Okay, unless you relocate.
Sides of it. And so you won't be able to subscribe or give gift subs or use bits. Up until that date, Twitch will operate as it does today. The final payout to the Korean creators will be on March 16th. And then there'll be, ongoing things from
now.
There.
What am I gonna do? We'll talk about that.
So we're still determining exactly what will happen after this date.
Yeah, they don't know yet because laws.
Accessing Twitch. Again, we are
EXBC,
terminating
man.
operations. True. It is likely that we will need to block streaming from Korean IPs. But what we need to do.
Someone laughing at Lost Ark. Like I said, it will affect Lost Ark category, right? Like, the category, it's not gonna completely, not like you might. We don't know yet. Like I said, the Twitch is asking about the KR laws. Like, can people still access Twitch.tv from Korea, or is the site gonna be permanently blocked? Like, if I go to Pornhub.com in my browser, I'll get a government official page saying this site is blocked by the government. That we don't know yet. That's what he's saying, right? So let's say it isn't blocked. then KR people living in KR can go to twitch.tv and still watch. They just can't donate like bits or subs or gift subs, but they could still go to twitch.tv like as fan, right? And then go watch him if they want, or Asmonbald, or me or something. They could still watch. However, if it's actually blocked like Pornhub, that means Lost Ark, like categories like League of Legends will be affected a little bit, but League of Legends is huge, right? But like Lost Ark will be very affected because the KR viewership, there's a lot of viewership coming from KR, right? So that's gonna be all relocated to either Naver or Africa TV or YouTube or freaking wherever they go, right? Now, if we're still allowed to stream and access twitch.tv without needing a VPN, or even with a VPN, then you won't lose like 100% of the Korean viewers. You'll lose maybe like 90%, 85%, maybe 80%, right? We don't know. You might, like, for example, if Memorizer has 2 concurrent Korean viewers, one himself and one being me, I will still go watch him, right? So he won't lose really his KR viewers. But for example, if they ban twitch.tv to be even like, you can't access the site from Korean IP, then he'll lose those 2 KR viewers, right? So if I lose like 100 KR viewers, if he loses 2 KR viewers, and like so on and so else, like for example, if like Jonini, who is a Korean streamer who speaks Korean to Korean audience, if her viewers cannot access Twitch, why would she even multi-stream to Twitch, right? There's no discoverability. There's no one accessing the site. But if the site isn't blocked, and then maybe she'll still multi-stream for like 10 or 100 or 1,000 Twitch viewers she has. I don't know.
Determined in a manner where we ensure that we comply with Korean regulations.
Yeah, right there. Dude, they gotta comply with the regulations.
They have weird internet laws and stuff there, man.
One of the reasons why we cannot determine exactly what.
Yeah, so we don't know. Like for example, like Artosis or Tasteless, like those guys that are American citizens or other citizens that live in Korea. They do esports casting. Will they still be able to stream from Korea with a Korean IP? Like he just said, they don't know yet. Maybe they have to use a cloud. If it's blocked, like I said, like Pornhub in Korea, then they will have to probably use cloud streaming, or they have to change IP to stream.
Point.
Artos says live in Canada now? Oh, yeah, yes. But Tasteless still lives in Korea.
We understand that a huge value for Twitch is the ability to support your life. And February 27th is when the monetization.
I mean, Tasteless is, he's not with Twitch KR. His partnership with Twitch US. Yeah. That's not what I'm talking about. We're not talking about revenue yet. We're talking about can he stream out of a Korean IP? For example, if you travel to Korea and then you want to stream our IRL, right? You want to go to like a Twice concert and you want to stream that on Twitch. Can that be possible? Is what we're talking about. We don't know.
Abilities will be turned off.
We don't know yet.
So the next thing I want to talk about is what we can do to help streamers transition their communities. We know that these streamers have built their communities, and it's very important for us to help them transition them. There are 2 alternative services in Korea, Africa TV and YouTube. And so we want to do all that we can to help them move their communities. We've reached out to both of these services to try and get them to see what they want to do.
Africa TV.
These creators.
It's sad because they have to reach out to the competitors. Ugh.
The first part is creators being able to maintain their status, so that if you're a partner on Twitch and you can monetize, we'd like to make it so that you can monetize right away on these other platforms. And same thing with affiliates.
Man, who typing my name in that chat? Man, I'm batting his ass. Andy's Meat Buns. Man, that name sounds sus, bro. Ideally, why Lost Ark fucking viewers all have Coomer names, man?
And then also seeing what else we can do.
Goddamn.
Easier for moving the communities. On our end, to be clear, with this announcement, any of the limitations on simulcasting do not apply to Korean.
Oh yeah, Africa TV is a domestic streaming site, kind of viewed like as OnlyFans Korea, but some streamers are hesitant to go there. Some people are they call it their homeland. That's where they started. Depends on who you ask, but yeah. So domestic streaming sites, they do different business models.
We fully realize
Twitch is not domestic company, so they're probably gonna get milked.
We will be promoting other,
and also Twitch Korean staff, I heard, I'm not sure if this is correct, but I heard from like the top dogs that the staff weren't even told about this
services
shutdown. I have no idea if they're getting relocated. I don't know if they lost job overnight. I don't know if they're staying hopeful till February. I have no idea.
And
hopefully they're okay.
And want
That's
to figure out.
That's all I can say about that.
Ultimately, you'll need to pick where you think you want to move.
Because that sucks.
Your community. I expect initially you'll simulcast, and then eventually you might.
So they're letting us simulcast. That's one of the ways they're helping us. Simulcast without any penalties, no restrictions. You could simulcast with simulchat, blah blah blah. Also, you could like have a link that directs people to that new streaming platform. Also, Twitch and Naver is working on something. Not sure if this is gonna happen, but like let's say like one of the things like some Korean big streamers are sad about is losing like 70-month subscriber. Like since like let's say they started streaming 70 months ago, like their loyal subs, can they maintain that 70-month streak? And Naver's trying to like work out. Yes, some netizens are saying don't do that. I want to start from the get-go. I want to be the founder, you know, from the first month. I don't know, man.
Where you ended up and what your channel.
Who knows?
Damn, that would be crazy if they did that. If Twitch straight up was like the Korean streamers, hey, the streamer is now on this website, go there.
All I know is this, man. It's sad that
that'd be insane.
Twitch has to contact other competitors to help them relocate. That's like
communities in Korea.
That's a tough email, man. That's a tough thing to approach.
That's one reason why it has taken so long.
Like if I was Twitch, right, I'd be like, dude, I don't want to lose our streamers, right? I don't want to lose our streamers. I don't want to let them go, especially if they're growing. I don't want to let them go. But obviously, money is money.
Maybe they can do that.
Why we've explored many other options. So now let me go through some of the other questions that I think will be common in here. Why are the economics of Korea so different from other markets?
Oh, it's because it's a shit country, man.
Now, I'm not an expert in all the details of the
corrupt
different agreements with network usage fees for other providers, but for us, we need to pay the network.
I love Korea. I love the people. It's not the people's fault, bro. Like it's just like the corrupt people, man. The couple bad apples.
Fees
always.
Based on the amount
it's always a couple bad apples, man.
Users, and as I said, that is significantly.
Yo, BBC was like contacting me and some other people to get some interview out about this.
The cost of streaming in other countries as a factor of 10. Another question: why are we making this?
But I didn't agree because I'm gonna get censored, dude. I'm gonna be like, this country sucks. These guys are corrupt. You think that's gonna make it into the newspaper, man?
Decision now. Again, this is something we've been considering for quite some time, and we've done experiments and looked at many other options. And ultimately, we felt like we needed to
I go
be
busy
upfront about what we're doing, and I'll talk some of the other options we consider in a second. Do you have plans to re-enter the Korean market in the future, or is this a permanent decision? So obviously, I don't know what may happen in the future. Obviously, we're not.
Yo, thank you guys. It is my Twitch partnership anniversary. And also, yesterday, the day this all happened, was the last stream of Gold River. Why? Why all this happening at once?
And would only do it if we felt like that was a viable.
I'm just trying to stay in my lane, man. I'm just trying to eat a hamburger every day. Just trying to pay the bills.
Making sure that
why this got to happen to me, man?
Losing money in Korea because, and right now we've been losing a fair amount of money from Korea. And of course, the only way to come up with that is from revenue from the rest of the world. And we felt like that was not the right long-term.
Yeah, they didn't want to do that. Like suck in the revenue from America just to make Korea be viable. That's not fair. Yeah, that's not fair.
So let me go to some of the other questions. So what other options did you consider and why didn't you choose?
Chat, what do you think? Do you think Twitch staff is like happy about this or sad about this? I heard it's going to hurt them a lot. That's what the rumor is. I'm not going to say who said that. I'm not, but you know.
One of them.
I wonder how AGS feels. Not Twitch, but AGS. I mean, I know they're all like tied together, but.
So one option we considered was streaming at 480p. When we looked at that, that still did not get us to where we need to be. In addition, it's unclear if that complies with Korean regulations in terms of the service that you need to provide in Korea.
Yeah.
And so it's not clear that would even have been a viable alternative in Korea.
It goes against like wanting to also, baby the streamer to grow more, right? Like given 480p, blah blah blah. Basically, Korea just the telecoms are just charging too much. If 1080p, no clips, no VODs, and 480p, no clips, no VODs, and it's still unsustainable, and still not even. I'm not even talking about like profitable. I'm not even talking about like. I'm talking like not even to like a little loss, right? They can't even operate at a little loss at 480p with no clips and no VODs. That means like the telecoms are just way too greedy. They're denying it this morning, right? 24 hours later, they denied that. They're saying Twitch is crazy, right? Which I am not. I don't know about that. I don't know who's telling the truth.
We looked at serving from outside of Korea. In fact, this is the solution that a number of other internet services have pursued, because this is not a problem that is unique to Twitch. Most recently, Netflix began serving from outside of Korea. Meta has done this, and other services.
Meta.
The reason we didn't choose this, and just so you understand how this works, what it would mean is we would give the bits to an internet service provider, let's say in Germany or Japan, and then they would be responsible for delivering it to the Korean ISP. Now, in this, it's unclear if they would realize additional expenses in this, which then, of course, would translate to us. More importantly, we did not believe that our service, in many cases, would really be viable. For some users, we felt Twitch would not be a watchable experience. We spend a great deal of time making sure that the interactive live video...
I heard a year ago and yesterday that other countries might actually start doing what KR doing. Because this is free money. If you think about it, it's just free money. You just printing money, right? Make some bullshit law that charges for bandwidth, and you're already charging your citizens for the internet. Now you're just doing this. Yeah.
Works well.
If other countries do this, man, oh my God, the internet today, man.
You don't have buffering and latency, of course.
They tried in US and failed. Yeah.
Factor for interactive live video, as you have.
Because like Korea is one of the first countries to do this, and setting a good example. I mean, a bad example, good example for money. It's making good money for them, but right, it's a bad, like, if other countries realize, wait a second, dude, let's do a case study in Korea, man. They're making good money, man.
Community and chat, and we felt that for many,
I heard Canada might do this. I don't know.
Users, it would end up being not really
not
a
sure.
watchable experience.
India's trying. Oh, bro.
Pathway. Oh, and one other factor, it's unclear if this is actually allowed. In fact, in the other cases when this has occurred, legal action has been taken against the companies for serving from outside of Korea for the cost of the network usage fees. At least most recently in the Netflix case, this
I was going to say there was a lawsuit with Netflix.
The terms of the settlement.
Yep.
But
they settled
some agreement that worked for both parties. So it's not clear we would have been allowed to continue to do this, but we felt like this would be giving false hope to our creators.
Yeah.
And in fact, many of
dragging it out more.
Try and stay around to make it.
They just
work.
completely
Their viewership
just cut it. Cut the line, dude.
And we felt like in the end,
it's probably the best move.
Would be worse for them.
It would.
Yeah. Instead of a slow wound,
because
a slow bleeding wound, just fucking cut it, dude.
Could have been viable.
Yeah.
Serving from outside of Korea.
That sucks.
We also looked at charging users or streamers differently than in the rest of the world.
Yeah, this wasn't just like a 5-minute meeting and then like boom. This I think they thought about this for a long time.
That was not clear again.
The higher ups.
It would have been really a viable service if we had chosen that option compared to other alternatives. So what will happen in Korea after the shutdown date? So I know this will be a big question.
Ooh.
And at this point, we're not completely sure.
True.
This depends in part on Korean regulations in terms of what.
Yeah, like I just said, like, will Twitch.tv even work in Korea? Or am I going to get the government tag? You're accessing porn. Porn's not allowed. Stay away. Turn back. We don't know, right?
To do and how we're allowed to operate. It is.
But one thing that sucks, like let's say you watch like 40 streamers and then 10 are like booba streamers from Korea and like 10 are like something Korean streamers. Now you gotta like go find like, oh, where are they gonna go? Are they gonna go to Africa TV? What's the new address? You know, what's the new schedule like? Like you gotta like all do, man, like kind of sucks for everybody, dude.
Reasonable.
You gotta find stock. Background search
from Korean IPs
instead of all being located from Twitch. Like you used to watch like, let's say EXPC, you used to watch like GNTTY, and they all were like, you're watching Asmonball, they're all on Twitch. You don't have to go to another platform now. You gotta like maybe go to another platform.
It depends again in part on
just to watch them
and what we're allowed to do. It's driven more by that than the cost, because the cost would be manageable given the size that we would be dealing with there. One of the questions would also be, what if I'm an IRL streamer visiting Korea?
True.
So we understand that that is a use case. Lots of people travel to Korea. We want people to travel to Korea.
How would I watch League of Legends finals? You would have to just like, you probably could still watch it on Twitch, but worst case scenario, you have to like use like one more calorie to open a new tab and go to youtube.com and type League of Legends finals. Like that is too much effort for already some people like me. Like for example, it's already too much effort. Like for example, if I want to go watch GNTTY and she's live, I just go to twitch.tv. I'm already on twitch.tv, and then I see her icon, I just click on it, boom. But then now I gotta like make effort, like what?
Yeah.
You know?
If you do use a third-party cloud OBS, and I won't mention the one that I use, I don't want to promote that one over the other cloud OBS services, but those would still be able to operate, since you'd be streaming from the cloud OBS to Twitch, and then
I need to find out what that is.
Up to the cloud OBS, and similarly,
what is cloud OBS? That sounds high tech.
That support.
But that doesn't fix.
Traveling. So I think that
doesn't fix the financial.
Yes. Most of the streamers are worried about their bottom line, obviously.
It's about the conversions and stuff like that.
All right. That highlights a few of the first questions. Now I'm going to go to some of the questions we've pulled out from the chat.
Oh, this one's
I'm keeping an eye on
chat questions. Let's go.
Quite busy. So,
yeah, I mean, if you're so it sounds like if you're incorporated in America or something like that, then you'd be okay.
Make money. I feel very bad, Patrick. That is exactly at the root.
What kind of question is?
Wait, what question? What?
I would say that there are two alternatives. They're different. They're not the same as Twitch, and so I don't want to act like there isn't a meaningful impact. As I've said in other places, I think Twitch is unique. One reason
what was the question?
What's up, Tiangi?
We are providing the time.
I know this sucks.
And our assistance is, we felt like that the other alternatives would have been slowly.
By the way, if you're asking why am I watching SFan, watching Dan, because I can't access the VOD.
In Korea and slowly draining Korea, and in fact, the creators would have been making less money, and it would have meaningfully impacted. But we never would have come clean and told them about where we're going. And
I don't want to read. I'm not gonna read no article, dude.
In Korea, and we felt like in the end this would be better in the long run for those creators. But of course, there's no easy answer here. It's a difficult decision. Canned Star, will Twitch consider restarting its business in Korea when the laws related to network access usage fees is adjusted to be in line with other countries?
Ooh, I don't know, man. Is it gonna change before February? Probably not 1% chance. There's no 100% or 0%. Maybe 1% chance it'll change. In the next 10 years? I don't know.
I'm not ruling out anything in the future. Right now, we're only making decisions based upon what information we have right now. And so we obviously, if things change, we'd obviously reconsider these decisions. Can viewers still watch in Korea? Again, I think this is one of the questions that we will need to determine.
Exactly. They don't
know. We would probably serve from outside of Korea. Some of the problems we would get in that, with the amount of traffic we have right now in Korea, would not be as acute because it would not be nearly as much traffic. But we are not certain what we will need to do at that point in time. And it's going to be important that we adhere to the regulations in Korea. But it won't be a cost factor, because I think, again, the amount of traffic we will see will be precipitously less. It would just be people traveling from Korea or people in Korea watching people.
So he's thinking that, because of this shutdown, he thinks by February most big streamers will leave Twitch KR. So the bandwidth will be lessened
from Rudy
drastically.
YouTube. I'm a Korean streamer and I have one question. At the previous stream, you mentioned about supporting streamers to transfer onto another platforms.
Anyways, I think the only thing is like people that are paying that are living like their residency and their partnership is signed with Twitch KR, they would have to change the residency. And in order to change the residency, I think you need to have that tax stuff, right? In order to pay taxes, I think you need like some visa, right? Anyways, long story short, if your favorite streamer is signed with Twitch KR, they would have to sign with someone else, like Twitch US or Twitch whatever, okay? And then pay taxes wherever they need to pay taxes. What am I gonna do? I don't know. I'm gonna stay on Twitch. I'm gonna stream on Twitch. Will I move countries? I don't know. Maybe. It's a possibility. Will I change to Twitch some other country? Possibility. Now, worst case scenario, if I cannot change country, if nothing changes and this all does go live, which I think it will go live, but if I don't move country, if I don't change Twitch KR, the worst case scenario is I lose my partnership and I lose my ad revenue. I lose my Twitch premies and tier 1 revenue, biddies, all of that. I'll just make no money off of Twitch, the platform itself. But in worst case scenario, depending on what I choose, I could still choose to move or get a visa or do this or that, Japan, I don't know, what the heck, right? But the thing is, I still see myself streaming on Twitch, even at no revenue. Like worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario, like you guys want to donate, sure. But I just enjoy streaming. And if I make no money from Twitch.tv, the platform, I'll probably have to adapt. Worst case scenario, guys. Like if something happens and I gotta pay like medical bills for my dad or something, then I'll probably have to relocate or something and then still try to get money from Twitch. But if I'm talking like worst case scenario, I see myself still, if, like I said, unless they're gonna IP block like Pornhub or something, right? If I get IP blocked, and cause like, yeah, it's easy for you guys to say go get a visa. Not easy. Go move to America. Even if I had a visa, if I had friends or support, it's not easy because I have to leave my dad behind and the life, right? I don't know. I gotta think about that. It's not something I could just do instantly. Something I gotta think about.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, coughing. Thank you for the 20. But worst case scenario, if I want to stay in Korea for whatever reason, maybe whether it's family or comfort, or I want to stick close to my dad, I will just stream here, and then I'll lose my partnership, which is fine. You can get partnership later, right? If I relocate 5 years from now or 2 years from now or 6 months from now, who knows? But I could see myself still streaming. I don't want to leave the community because I didn't start from Twitch, chat. I started from YouTube, then I went to Twitch, then I went back to YouTube, then I came back to Twitch, right? I've relocated fucking 4 times, man. Right? I've done this 4 times, built from ground up so many times. I just want to stay here. If I don't get any payment from Twitch, I'll probably have to take more sponsorship deals. Like I'll just probably have to be like Asmonball, like Zach Raw, right? He's not partnered. He's not getting any ad revenue, no primes. I'll probably just have to rely on sponsorship, if I even get a sponsorship, or rely on like $1 donation or something, or just milk the shit out of YouTube by doing React stuff or something, or cover some new stuff like this, and then get by until I feel like relocating or things are in order. This is like the worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario. I don't want to really tell you guys to go to YouTube unless, like I said, they IP block me then, right? Like IP block, VPN, cloud, streaming from Mars to reconnect to US or something, right? Like bouncing from Korea to the Mars and then freaking, I don't know, right? In like, if that happens, then I probably have to go like YouTube for a little bit and then go back and actually start thinking about moving to another country like Japan or US and then stream from Twitch from there, right? Because like I don't really want to stream on YouTube because like it feels like I'm talking to people on Mars, man. The chat latency is so big, right? It's literally like people talking to people on Venus or Mars, man. It just takes so long. Although like it's not like if I see your question about like word answer 30 seconds later, it's not gonna be the end of the world anyways. But yeah, I mean I still have YouTube as backup as well, right? Like I still have a big YouTube audience and I could just go there too. But I like Twitch, man. I like Twitch because I'm lazy. It's just straight up chill platform. It's not the emotes. I like the culture. And I'm just getting, I don't know. I don't want to like rebuild and redo this and that, blah, 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 blah. So that's the worst case scenario. But like I have doors open, right? If I think there's time. I want to see what happens with Twitch. You know, I want to see how this goes. I want to see what happens to other. I mean, I think I could tell what the big KR streamers, what's going to happen to them. They're all going to go migrate together like a family. They already have like a line of descent or family tree. They're going to all bundle together. They're probably going to get some deals, sponsorships, or some agreement, contract with like Naver or Africa TV. So they're going to all migrate there. I just want to see how this pans out and then make my decision. So far, I haven't really gotten any like offers from like orgs or anything like that, right? There's no like nobody trying to rescue me, okay? I don't have friends, so that's fine. But the thing is, I'll just see where it goes. It's not the end of the world. Like I've been squashed before. I'm a cockroach. I streamed on YouTube. I streamed on Twitch. I streamed on OnlyFans. I don't have OnlyFans, but the thing is, like if I have to start over, I'll start over. I enjoy the grind. I enjoy streaming. You know, blah blah blah. It's all good. If I have to start over on Twitch, okay, whatever. If I have to start over on YouTube, sure, whatever. If you guys want to follow, I'm grateful. If you don't want to follow, no personal feelings. I've done this so many times. I've changed games, lost my community multiple times, and people are like, I'll stick with you forever. No, that's not how it goes. You're here for certain content. I respect that, right? If you want to stick around, you stick around. But for now, I'm sticking on Twitch. I am not, yeah. So you guys could, you know, I was saying don't Twitch Prime, go get a refund. That's a joke, okay? I'm still gonna stay here as long as I can. I'm gonna whether I stream here and then they ban my IP, then I'll look for alternatives. But once they announce that, like they said they'll follow up, right? Let's say I cannot even stream. Like I said, I'd rather stream at a loss or at no profit through Twitch. But if I'm able to still stream from Twitch, that's good. If I lose the partnership badge, I don't care, right? As long as I could just be here with the audience, that's fine. The platform, the app, all of that is easy for me to use. I'm too fucking old and lazy to go like set up some Kick or some crap like that, okay? The thing is, and no one's gonna offer me some like crazy deal, right? The thing is, even if I don't get ad revenue, I'll just stay here. Unless they force me out by banning IP, right? Like KRIP. Then I will, relocate. Then, right? You get what I'm saying? But till then, I'm staying on Twitch, bro. Right? I'm staying on Twitch. If I work something, if something works out on their end, or if I have to work something out on my end, I'll do that. I'll update you guys, but don't worry about it. I'll work on it myself. I'm a grown ass man, right? I'll just do it myself, right? But at the end of the day, man, as long as I can stream on Twitch, I'll be happy. At a positive revenue or minus revenue, whatever. But like, if it goes minus, then I just have to do, begging, getting sponsorships, do a little bit of Lord Mobile, whatever it's called, right? Get the little sponsorship deals that pays for, as long as it pays for the food and my dad thingy, then it's okay. Yeah. But yeah. And I could just milk YouTube, get an editor and actually pump YouTube content every day. Yeah, so don't worry too much about me. I worry about others more, and I worry about you guys. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna quit streaming, right? I'm just, yeah, Ray Shadow Legends, who knows? Yeah, anyways, hit me up, dude. Yeah, we'll see, guys, we'll see. Yeah, the reason I didn't stream yesterday was because I didn't want to be like, I don't want to like, what is that word I'm looking for? Like I said, like you stub your toe, initially it hurts. You overreact, you say some bad words, you know, you might kick the table and hurt yourself again. I didn't want to do anything stupid. I just, I didn't want to, maybe you guys want to see that. Maybe you guys want to see that kind of knee-jerk reaction kind of thing. Like you see me in tears, maybe that's good content. But I just wanted to make sure I process it, understand what's going on, and then make good decisions based off that, because that's how I've been able to survive. Not overreact, because I've had things taken away from me that I built from ground up so many times that I can't even count. So I just wanted to process it and sleep more, because I couldn't. I mean, actually, I didn't sleep much because I was trying to see what the hell's going on. And I ate a fat burger. I couldn't digest. But yeah.